This is the world premiere of Sanlorenzo's SX112. So this is brand spanking new here at the Cannes show, and the show isn't open yet. This is going to get really busy when it does, so I've managed to secure a very quick run around it first, so I can show you guys what it's all about, because it's quite an intriguing vessel, but it is going to be a fairly quick look. So we're going to head on this way. Now, the most amazing thing you find is this huge beach club area at the back. Of course, beach clubs are becoming more and more popular, and rightly so, because it's putting you right at water level, but this is something else. This is absolutely vast, particularly with the drop-down balconies on either side. You can see there's one here, and there's also another one over on that side, and that gives an absolutely gigantic footprint. Another interesting thing is these sort of what look like style bars that come along here. That's actually a crane that will pivot around, and you can put your tender on here and jet skis and that kind of thing when you're underway, lift them in the water when you want to use it as a beach club. We're going to head on round this way first of all, and you can see again how that one extends this low level living space right at water level. It's absolutely beautiful. But we'll go up here to the main deck first of all. One of the things I notice about this is just how minimalist the styling is. So areas like this, the way that they've done the ceiling here, and if we go in to the interior, it's a similar story. Look at that, really sharp, really minimalist, and acres of space. Remarkable. Let's head on a little bit further. Now that door there, I will explain that in a bit more detail a bit further on in the tour, but just so you remember that that's there, because we'll talk about that. And then if we head on up this way, what you have here, you can see just how open this whole deck is all the way around. There's just this central glass section with the stairs that go up and down. This, as you can see, you have open at the minute. This is the bar area with backlit marble. That's rather swanky. And then if we head on forward again, we find a dining area. This is really interesting because all these chairs, it looks a bit eclectic. These are actually from a museum. These are all vintage chairs of different styles and eras. That's very cool. And then you've got this big window here, giving you a great view out over the bow. So let's head a bit further into this fine machine. If we go down this side, now the one area I can't show you is the crew area. That's down here, and they're right in the middle of preparing a huge lunch. So I've been asked to leave them alone. They're very busy at the minute, but I'll give you a quick peek. That goes on down through that way. We're going to go this way, and we're going to pass the day head. Love the marble in here, that's a really nice job. And then we will head on round. And I think what we'll do is we'll head down first of all to the lower deck, because this of course is where the cabins are. There are 3 cabins on this, but there's also this wonderful area here for lounging and tucking yourself away. But there are, in fact, you can see there's tracks in the ceiling. There are doors that slide across. This can be converted into a cabin if you want to. Now if we head on forward, we pass another day head over on this side. Again, you see what I mean about it being so minimalist. And then forward again into here. This is a guest cabin. In fact, it's a VIP guest cabin. The ensuite is over on this side. And then you have the shower in behind. And you've got built-in AV equipment like this. And this is quite neat. This is how you open the cupboards. This is what I mean about it being minimalist. Look at that. So when that's shut, it's just completely flush all the way across. Let's head on back a bit further. We'll head back to the master cabin, and on the way down here we'll pass another guest cabin. So this is the second guest cabin. Again, that really sleek minimalist look in here, and that dark marble. It's all very smart indeed. Actually, you're probably wondering where the wardrobes are. And they are, again, these super sleek designs. So these open like so. But let's head on back a bit further, because it's the master cabin that is particularly intriguing. So if we head on into here, this of course has got a great big dressing area, as you can see, a lot of hanging space and so on. The ensuite then is in here with the shower area, and then the toilet is in this one. And the cabin itself, well, that is tucked away back here. It is a very nice cabin, again, all very sleek and minimalist. But you might be thinking, it's not absolutely massive, is it? And you're right. However, this isn't all of it, because if we go over here, another hidden little entrance. If we push that and swing that open, it extends right through into here as well. Now, there is a watertight door here, so if you're at sea, you would close that to increase the integrity. But if we go into here, this owner has this laid out as a gymnasium. So this all folds out from here. There's more equipment in behind that one. These all open, it all folds out. And that's how he uses this. So the owner's cabin is actually split right through here. And you can have this for whatever you want, of course. And then there's doors here that take you out to the beach club. However, I mentioned that little doorway when we came in. This then gives you direct access, well, first of all, out onto that area of the fold down balcony, but also if we carry on up here, and this is direct access back into here. That's the one that we saw as we came through in the first place, and that means that we can now head on up, and I'll show you the upper deck. So this is where we went down. In fact, what I ought to do while we're at this end of the boat is just take you out here and show you the bow section. Okay, so if we head on around here, that's that forward sloping window we saw where the dining area was. And then there's a massive sunbathing area up here with a bimini as well for a bit of shade if you want it. Let's carry on around this way. And we can go back into the interior here. Now this takes us back past the top of the crew area again, and back into the interior, and we'll take a loop round this time and head for the upper deck. So that, you can see how this staircase just winds. It's really rather elegant. From there, up round, round, and up round again. And this is the upper deck. Now, of course, you've got the helm up here, so that's over on this side. Even this is minimalist. Look at the way they've done this. It's absolutely stunning looking. So these are all, of course, your nav screens, cameras, control systems, all the bits and pieces that you need. Another one just there. IPS controller, we'll come to engines in a minute, of course. And then if we head on round, these big drop windows, so you can really open this area up if you want to. And then this, they've got this like a huge daybed up here. And then you've got another dining area. There's a pop-up TV in behind there, so you could lie on here, watch a movie of an evening, and then storage across in places like this for things like your fridges and so forth. Across here. So let's head out, because we haven't yet seen the engines. This is the obviously open area of the upper deck, but we'll go this way. Back down to the main deck. There's that massive open area, and that's what this boat really is all about. The focus is very much on open air living. And then on this side, down to the engine bay. So let's head on down here. And then what we've got here is all the electronics. So you've got the main panel here, generator controls, shore power, and so forth. However, to get to the engines, we're heading down again. We're deep into the bowels. Okay. So you're right down into the bilges of the ship here. And we'll head on through. Got all kinds of systems here, so bilge pumping systems, for example. Over on this side there is a water maker. This one here is a fuel purification system. That's what that does. They're quite clever, these. They use centrifugal force. They spin the fuel at really high speed and pull the impurities out. Rather neat. But if you want to see the engines themselves, well, then we need to come right aft, because this boat is running on IPS. And you might think, well, it's a big boat for IPS. Well, it's not if you have 4 engines. Look at this. Count them, 1, 2, 3, and there's the 4th. Absolutely remarkable. These are IPS 1350s, and they are 1,000 horsepower each. So we've got 4,000 horsepower to play with here, and that's giving the boat about 23 knots flat out. And a cruising speed, well, anywhere between sort of 10, 15 knots, maybe a touch more if you want to. And at low speed, you're looking at a range pushing on for about 2,000 miles. So it's got some serious legs, and it's got some serious performance. Generators are in here as well. There's one here, and another one over there. But yeah, a lot of engineering space in here, isn't there? These are the fuel filters along here. Of course, there are 8 in total, because you have 2 per engine, so you can switch over. So this is for the port engine, and then these 4 for the starboard engine, or starboard engines I should say, 2 each and 2 each. Fantastic. Let's head on back out. We'll come up again. Maggie's been joined by some cushions. And there we go. I'm going to stand back here and say huge thanks to Sanlorenzo for organising that tour. It was a quick pre-boat show opening look around, but hopefully that's given you a pretty good idea of this boat. I think it's absolutely fascinating. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch you on another one of these very soon. Take care, bye-bye.